I think we could pretty much agree that there are no idle or boring days at Starbase. New boosters, new ships, new structures, new engines. It's a never-ending source of novelty. Hey everybody, welcome back to another round of updates about SpaceX. As always, there is a lot of news to cover, so let's waste no time. These new aero covers, possibly for Ship 21, have been spotted arriving at the production site, which will shield the flap's actuation mechanism. The carriage for the chopsticks has also been spotted. This structure will be responsible for holding and vertically moving the catching arms that will catch both the booster and ship in the air. It seems to be nearing completion, although it is still not known when it will be lifted and put into place. Here's also a speculative diagram made by Lunar Caveman on Twitter of how Mechazilla will work once installed. I will place a link down in the description box for those of you interested. Booster 4 and Ship 20 are still being prepared for testing, and the heat shield is basically done. No more red or blue or green stickers, except for one, remain on Ship 20. The only uncovered parts now are the lifting points, for which we will have to wait, and there are also some tiles missing at the bottom of the skirt, which I don't really know why, and it is making me really curious. According to the latest road closures report, testing could begin next week on Wednesday the 22nd of September, since it will be a non-flight closure, which usually indicates some kind of potential explosive testing, I believe, but the reality is that these dates are constantly changing, so we'll see. Elon Musk was hoping that testing would begin a bit sooner, but that's how it is. We also had a road closure on Friday, which was used to move a GSE tank shell, plus a small stand which will be used for inspecting the Raptor engines on the booster more comfortably. Speaking of which, one Raptor center, more specifically Raptor 67, has been removed from the booster, so maybe it will only be Ship 20 that we will see testing this coming week. The orbital tank farm is almost complete, as the last GSE tank is being assembled at the production site. And speaking of the production site, SpaceX hasn't wasted any time there either. Soon after Booster 4 left the high bay, construction on Booster 5 began, a new booster which is rapidly taking shape, and even parts of Booster 6 have been spotted as well. New Raptor engines have also arrived at the production site and are believed to be either for Booster 5 or Ship 21, whose assembly is yet to begin. And speaking of Raptors, a new Raptor factory is under construction at SpaceX McGregor. This plant will specifically produce Raptor 2 engines, which is the new upcoming generation of Raptor engines optimized for firing at sea level, most of which will be used on super heavy boosters. Continuing on with SpaceX, NASA has chosen SpaceX's Falcon Heavy to launch geostationary weather satellites in 2024. These satellites will provide advanced imagery and atmospheric measurements of Earth's weather, oceans, and environment, as well as real-time mapping of total lightning activity and improved monitoring of solar activity and space weather. The total cost for NASA to launch this mission is approximately $152 million, which includes the launch service and other mission-related costs. Speaking of satellite launches, a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launched from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, carrying a total of 51 second-generation Starlink satellites into orbit. This was the first launch in support of deploying the second shell of Starlink satellites, which will allow for Starlink coverage in northern parts of the Americas, such as Canada's territories or Alaska, as well as northern Europe and southern parts of the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Inspiration 4 launched the first all-civilian mission into space aboard a Dragon capsule courtesy of SpaceX on the 16th or 15th of September, depending on where you live, and have now safely splashed down in the Atlantic Ocean just off the coast of Florida. They orbited the Earth for 3 days and conducted several science experiments, while also enjoying some breathtaking views thanks to a cupola located at the top of their capsule. They also reached an altitude of 585 kilometers, the highest a crew has flown since 1999, and have helped raise well over $200 million for the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We also have official news from the FAA. They are now inviting the public to provide its input on the draft environmental review for the proposed SpaceX Starship and Super Heavy program in Boca Chica, Texas. This 30-day public comment period will end on October the 18th, and this is what a sunset scene from the Inspiration 4 capsule looks like. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. This one took me a little longer to make since I've been pretty busy, but now I am back to normal production speed. I have several cool videos in the pipeline which will be releasing in the coming weeks, so I hope to see you there. Thanks for your time, have a nice day whatever you are, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye.